Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings. Today we're going to be making a ring from some local wood, good old Texas Hill Country Mesquite, and it's going to be on a titanium core, size 13. So let's go in the shop. Alright, we got a size 13 titanium core, and this is a piece of that Hill Country Mesquite. This is locally harvested off of ranches. Got a buddy that has a sawmill that they go out and clear land and for some of these ranchers and get a lot of good mesquite. They make furniture out of it, and I get some pieces and make rings out of it. So let's go ahead and we're going to take this piece, and it's been stabilized. We're going to go ahead and smooth it flat on both sides, bore it out, and then we'll go ahead and mount that ring core to the wood. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright, this ring is 25.22 millimeters in diameter. So we got a 25 millimeter Forster bit chucked up, and we're going to go ahead and bore him out. So let's go ahead and get that done. We're still a little bit shy on that, still a little tight. So we're going to go ahead and sand him, do some sanding on the inside of here, get it where this core will fit just right. My patented sanding tool here. There we go, fits perfect. Alright. Might need to trim just a little bit of the thickness there, but I don't know, it looks pretty good. Alright, we got our 8mm, so they got the little 8mm sticking out here, and it's a little bit too much wood, so I'm going to trim a little bit more off here. Just a tiny bit more. Alright, that looks good. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is kind of score the inside of that wood. Just with a utility knife to kind of give that two-part epoxy something really good to adhere to. Just kind of put some scratches on that inside so it's not so smooth. There we go. And this has the ridges, so it'll bond really good. But let's clean them up with denatured alcohol. Let's clean off the wood first to give him a good chance to dry. Get any particles or dust up there. Ooh, there's some dust there. And then we get this guy. And it looks clean, but there's always some machine oil that they leave. So yeah, he's getting clean now. Alright. And then clean. And put in our two-part epoxy. Got the epoxy and the hardener. And just gonna squirt out about the same amount. And then we use another patent jeweler's tool here to mix up that epoxy. Get it good and mixed. And we just put some on the inside of the wood. Nice good coat on there. I don't want too much, but just a nice good coat. Because the more we get too much, then it kind of squeezes out and makes a mess. So I can get that. Okay. Then we put a coat on the ring core. And it's real important to do both sides because otherwise you might get a dry area, or like a little pocket. And we don't want that. We want a good bond. Try to hold it by the edge while I'm doing this. Alright, that's pretty good. Got it good and wet all the way around. And then we just bond them in. Push them in. There we go. Get some of that excess off. The less we have to grind and scrape. And you give it kind of a twist. There we go. Alrighty, now just let them sit overnight and cure. And we'll come back and we will finish them up. It's the next day, so we're going to go ahead and at the epoxy's all nice and cured, so we're going to go ahead and cut this guy kind of roundish, and then we'll sand them edges so that they're flush with the metal. Then we'll put them back on the lathe and we will turn them to shape, and then we'll sand and we'll finish them, and then we'll polish them. So let's go ahead and start it on that. Alright, now the most exciting part of the video, hand sanding. Didn't have to do too much hand sanding because I trimmed it down on the lathe to the right side, width, but it's always good to get it just right. So now we put it in the lathe, we're going to turn him to shape, and then we're going to put some finish on him. Then we'll do some buffing and polishing. So let's get started on that process. Alright, let's go ahead and turn him to shape and do a little sanding, and then we'll go from there. then I'm going to put on the finish on the rotisserie. This is my own special tool. I get several coats on there. Dry. Got him back on the lathe, and we're going to go through the polishing. We start out with the scratch free. Take out any scratches. Give it a good smooth surface. Then we work up to the other 4. So this is the first of the 4 compounds that we use. And it is kind of like a compound like you would put on your car. Number 1. Buff it off. Number 2. And number 3. All right. Nice glass-like surface. The inside. Okay. Then get them on the buffing wheel. Some Zam. It's really wax. That's finish there. Alright, well here's that piece of mesquite, and here's the ring that we made from it, and came out really nice. I'll send that to the customer. If you would like a ring made from Texas mesquite, from the deck of a battleship, from a stock of an M1 Garand, Major League Baseball bats, I do mostly custom work, and I'd love to make a ring for you. Please check out hillcountryrings.com. Leave me a comment if you'd like to see maybe me make another ring, something really cool. But until we see you again, thanks everybody.